Hello and welcome once again to the Oncoming Brainstorm. Here we are, continuing our Chibbers Marathon with Series 5, the two-part involving the Silurians. I'm not sure how I'm doing this voice, but you have the Hungry Earth and Cold Blood.
Yes. We're going through all Chris Chibnall episodes, and this one is interesting. It's got some interesting ideas in there.
Sure.
Not executed greatly. Again, it's a bit like 42, where at the time I quite liked it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Coming back, there are some glaring problems, but I still think it's a decent story.
Yeah, there are some great stuff in it, but the first part really drags. Like, especially when I knew where things are going, it's a very slow opener. And I found myself not caring about a lot of the characters, that the episodes takes a lot of time getting you to know.
The problem is that they're pushing back the reveal of the Silurians quite far back into the episode. And rather than just going straight down underground, talking with the Silurians, which, to be honest, for me is the most interesting stuff.
Yeah.
The political debate between humanity and Silurians, should they live together on Earth? That's cool, that could be a whole episode.
Yep.
But no, a lot of the Hungry Earth is just kind of pissing around. Waiting for Silurians to come up, waiting for the Hungry Earth to reveal itself. What is it? What's going on?
Yeah. It tries to build up a mystery of these coffins that are going missing and this ground that starts dragging people under, and I found it hard to really care about this stuff. It's initially intriguing maybe on first viewing, but if you know where things are going, it's like, okay, can we get to the bit where the lizard men come up and we can have a fight,
Yeah, I do like the Silurians as a species, and I know a lot of people don't like the redesign. I personally prefer it.
Yeah, I think they look really cool.
Come at me, commenters, haters, but thing is, they just look more human. They don't look as camp and stupid, and it feels, and they feel more like Earthlians because they look human. I will say though, credit to Chibnall. Ambrose aside, and maybe those evil Silurian characters, I would say the character interaction is pretty good.
Yeah, I think the kid character, he was fine. He was good even.
Good actor, got good dialogue. There's a really nice scene between Matt Smith and that kid.
Yeah.
Talking about monsters, are you scared of them? No, they're scared of me. Great. And he mentions Gallifrey in there a little bit.
Yeah, that was well done.
And Matt Smith is fantastic.
Yeah, he's very good in this episode.
Yeah.
He gets a lot of the best lines. In this story, as you say, the interesting stuff in it is in the second episode when they're sitting down and they're discussing how to live peacefully on Earth. And there is one side character, Nazreen, right?
Nazreen, yeah.
I think she is great.
I like her a lot.
But there's a polar opposite to her, which is Ambrose. This character is awful.
God damn it, she is unbearable.
Yeah.
She's just bad and almost on the verge of being evil for the sake of it, because the story needs tension, because there needs to be a bad human.
I think they thought they needed to have tension, so they have her being this warmongering, spiteful. She's always aggressive, and you can say, oh, she's trying to protect her family. I don't care. She's just awful.
Yeah, there's a good idea there, good intentions, a mother wanting to just protect her son and father, but she just feels like from the bat she just hates Silurians.
Yeah.
And that's the same with the other character, I forget her name, the General Silurian, who's also played by the same actress as Vastra. Her big problem is that she
is very one-dimensional.
Yeah, she just goes in wanting to have a war with humans, not because, they've killed my sister, because I just want a war because I'm an evil biatch.
The funny thing about it is, they're close to having a peace treaty of a kind, okay? But that doesn't matter, because as they're in those talks, we know that they kill Ilaria?
Yeah.
That we know that they killed her, so that's going to cause peace deals to fall apart. And we also are shown that the general, that Scar Lady, is going to rebel, and she kills one of her own. So it doesn't matter. All of this cool stuff where they sit down and talk, none of it matters. And that is a real shame.
Yeah, I would say the Doctor Silurian, that guy, he's pretty okay. And the elder Silurian is probably my favourite Silurian character in that story.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was one thing where you mentioned where there's just a massive city of Silurians. That's the big cliffhanger to the Hungry Earth. There's just this big expanse of Silurian cities. And we were just thinking, wouldn't it be better if it was just a small Silurian tribe?
Yeah. Wouldn't there be more tension? Like, they set up the whole, like, oh my god, there's so many more Silurians than we thought, we're going to get wiped out. What? No. It's more interesting when the stakes were this one family in this one town being attacked by this one tribe of Silurians who were just trying to survive. That's much more interesting than, oh, they're going to take over the world.
But the good parts are, I love the interaction between Amy and Rory and the Doctor.
Yeah.
Rory was quite enjoyable in this story. I quite miss him as a companion.
Both of them are great all the way through.
Yeah, the Doctor's well written for the most part. So Nazarine's good. I could see her as like a one-off for them Doctor kind of companion.
And there's a very striking thing that happens at the end of the episode where they find the crack in the wall again. That's just shown up. And actually, looking back, this is a really interesting story arc for the show, although it was later kind of ruined a little. It's still really interesting when you watch it.
At the time, yeah, because I think Series 3's Mr. Saxon and Series 5's The Crack in the Wall are for me the most interesting stories.
Sure.
They impact the ongoing adventures quite a bit.
Yeah.
Which is quite cool.
Well, Rory gets shot by the General Scar Lady.
Yeah.
And he just dies.
It's brutal.
It's really brutal and very well done. And then he gets absorbed by the crack and Amy forgets him.
It's really sad. And yeah, the acting between the three of them, Arthur Darvill, Karen Gill and Matt Smith, awesome.
Top notch.
Really sold the scene for me.
Excellently well done. And once again, the most interesting stuff is in the second part. The first part is like so much set up and not enough going on.
But yeah, that's the weird thing. The most interesting thing about this story is the story arc, which is from another story. So yeah, that's a bit underwhelming. But again, I like the Silurians, and there are good stuff in here. I just wish there was more focus on like a Silurian human debate and whether they can live together with each other.
Okay.
That should be a story in future, Mr. Chibnall. If you did that, I'd be very happy.
What would you give this episode, Lewis?
I would give The Hungry Earth and Cold Blood, like as a whole, the story, just a 6 out of 10. It might be my least favourite.
I think like a 5.5 out of 10. Yeah.
I'd give it a 6, but yeah, it's.
I think it's definitely one of his weaker ones.
I think it's the weakest of the 4 we're talking
I
about.
want to say it's bad, but it's just very forgettable and
Flat.
who cares? Other than Rory's death, that's well done.
It's a bit lame. But that aside, next time you can join us for dinosaurs on a spaceship.
Oh, goody.
What the? Yeah, so tell us your thoughts on the Silurian 2-parter.
John?
Did it age well for you guys? And it's as good as you remember? And would you like to see the Silurians come back? Do you think they could do anything more with them? So yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you very much.
Join us next time. Take care and goodbye.
Bye-bye.